What if Clark never died in the back rooms? At first, that sounds like a good thing. After all, Clark was the entire reason Mary entered the back rooms in the first place. She risked everything to find him. She refused to give up on him. And for most of the movie, that's all she wanted, to bring her friend home. But what if Clark survived? Not for another hour, not for another day. What if he stayed alive inside the back rooms for years? The answer is a lot darker than you think. Because when we first meet Clark, he's already different from everyone else. Most people enter the back rooms and immediately start looking for an exit. They panic, they run, they try to escape. Clark doesn't. Instead, he becomes fascinated by it. The deeper he goes, the more obsessed he becomes. Every strange hallway, every impossible room, every mystery. Clark wants answers. And that's exactly what makes him dangerous. Because the back rooms doesn't just trap people, it changes them. Slowly, one decision at a time. Which brings us to the moment that changes everything. Mary finally finds Clark, and for a brief moment, it feels like there is still hope. Like she can save him. Like she can bring back the person she remembers. But in this version of the story, something different happens. Clark doesn't let her leave. Not because he wants to hurt her, because he genuinely believes she belongs there with him. He tells her the outside world doesn't matter anymore. He tells her people will never understand what they've discovered. He tells her that leaving would be a mistake. At first, Mary thinks he's confused. Then she realizes something terrifying. Clark isn't confused. He means every word. The back rooms hasn't trapped Clark. Clark has chosen the back rooms. And from that moment on, everything gets worse. Days pass, then weeks, then months. Mary keeps searching for an escape. Clark keeps pulling her deeper. Every time she thinks she's found a way out, Clark convinces her to stay. Just a little longer. Just one more room. Just one more discovery. And during all that time, the back rooms keeps changing him. His obsession grows stronger. His connection to reality grows weaker. Until eventually, Mary notices something she never wanted to admit. The Clark standing in front of her doesn't feel like Clark anymore. He talks differently. He acts differently. Even the way he looks at the back rooms has changed. It's almost like the place is becoming part of him. Or maybe he's becoming part of it. And that's when Mary realizes the truth. If she stays any longer, she'll end up exactly like him. So one night, she runs. For the first time since entering the back rooms, she stops trying to save Clark and starts trying to save herself. She runs through endless hallways, past rooms she's never seen before, past places that seem designed to keep her trapped forever. But eventually, she finds something she hasn't seen in a very long time. Hope. A possible exit. Freedom. She sprints toward it, but then she hears footsteps behind her. Clark. He's finally caught up. For a moment, they're standing face to face. Mary and the person she crossed the back rooms to save. And that's when she sees it. Clark isn't chasing her because he's angry. He's chasing her because he's afraid. Afraid of being alone. Afraid of losing the only person who still remembers who he used to be. Mary tells him to come with her. One last time. One last chance. But Clark looks back at the endless halls behind him, then back at Mary, and he makes his choice. He stays, not because he can't leave, because he doesn't want to. Mary escapes. Clark remains behind. Years later, stories begin spreading among explorers. Rumors about a figure wandering deep inside the back rooms. A figure that doesn't attack immediately. A figure that seems to know the maze better than anything else inside it. Some say it watches lost travelers from a distance. Some say it leads people away from danger. Others say it leads them straight into it. But every description sounds the same. A man, lost somewhere between human and entity. A man who has spent so much time inside the back rooms that he has become part of it. A man named Clark. And that's why Clark surviving might actually be worse than Clark dying. If you enjoyed this video, you may enjoy this one on screen as well.